Phil on the fourth row on the center.
Hey guys, more or less in the middle. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. For either or both of you, what was the scene like in the locker room when you guys learned that Steve would be coaching tonight? And were there moments during the game when you kind of took stock of that and felt his presence?
I think for me, I saw it. I mean, social media tell you everything nowadays. So before he even came in the locker room, I had just finished my pregame shooting. It came across my phone. So, I think everybody kind of found it out at a different time. But it's obviously great to have him back on the sidelines. But it's still business as usual. It didn't feel any different, as far as, play calls and, things we need to do. That's why he prepared the staff the way he did in his absence. And he came back and, we just wanted to keep the ball rolling. But it's definitely great to see him over there and, have him talking in the timeouts and out there leading us.
Second row over here.
Yeah, Mark Purdy from the Mercury News and Bay Area News Group. Be interested in both you guys' general thoughts about the game tonight, but also Draymond. I'm interested in your thoughts of how you've been able to restrain yourself emotionally, and avoid getting.
You act like I'm just this troubled, guy who's been, in a bunch of trouble and can't control myself, and Jesus Christ.
You've avoided going over the line, right, to get ET so far, which is
you've been waiting
good.
on you waiting on him to go across the line.
No,
So
I'm interested in what his, how he's been able to do that.
I've just been playing basketball, brother. When you got great teammates, like I do, who, allow me to play with my emotions and, allow me to be emotional when I'm talking to them and use my emotions to the better for us. It's easy, So, just really trying to lead this team as much as I can in the ways that I do for this team. Worrying about the officials and all that. I think at the end of the day, I think everyone talks to officials. I talk to them, but going over the edge isn't going to win me a championship. I think I'm a pretty smart guy, and I learned my lesson. So I went over the edge before. Fool me once, you can't fool me twice.
Janie, next question here.
Kevin, Janie McCauley from AP. What was your take on that play Steph made where he dribbled around LeBron, goes left through the paint, beats him to the rim? And also, how much did Clay's shooting really open things up for you guys all today?
Well, that was a good play by Steph, just driving to the rim, just trying to be aggressive. We love when he's aggressive. And tonight, he shot 14 free throws, so that's huge for us. And we needed that, especially when we were struggling a bit. Turning the ball over and not getting shots up, he was great. And, he controlled the game from the point guard position really, really well tonight. And as far as Clay, no matter if he's making them or not, he's still drawing a lot of attention because he can shoot so well. But I think, his driving to the rim, his defense got him going and, knocking down his three. So, he drove to the rim a few times. He had, 7 rebounds. Never seen it.
Never seen it.
But all in all, he just played with confidence and just tried to follow the game plan on the defensive end, and it was good for us.
Sean, standing on the right.
Sean Devaney with the Sporting News. They said coming into this game they were going to look to pick up the pace. I wonder, over 48 minutes, are you guys pretty comfortable with that? Think that kind of plays in your hands?
Yeah, they came on through a nice blow to start the game, getting to the paint, and I think that's one thing we got to cover. We can't give up 23 points off our turnovers. That's especially a championship team like that. They're going to thrive off of it. So, they were going downhill, getting into the paint, but I just think we just stayed poised and, try to play better one-on-one defense and, make them shoot over a contest. And they're going to make some. But if we just try to make it tough on them, it'll be in our favor.
Right here in the front row.
Anthony Slater, Bay Area News Group. Draymond, how big a luxury is it when you get in foul trouble and you guys still want to go small to have Kevin that can, basically play center? And then Kevin, in those moments, did you feel you had to step up defensively?
It's great. I don't think there's many teams in the league who their backup is better than their starter, So I think that's a luxury that we have, and with KD here. And, when I went out with foul trouble, obviously to say pick up the slack is kind of a ridiculous term because he's, you know, a great player and MVP, one of the best players in the world. So, you know, just the way he played on the defensive end, the way he played on the offensive end, he's been, you know, he's been doing it all playoff long. But, you know, in these finals, he's really picked it up, and it's been huge for us. So with me going out, you know, it wasn't like we were going to skip a beat, you know, with him right there taking over my minutes.
Front row on your right, guys.
I'd like to ask both of you, I know you have not won the championship yet. You're still 2 games away, and it's a long ways for those 2 games. At the same time, this streak is quite remarkable. It's something that's never been done before. Is there a common thread in these 14 games that has allowed this team to remain undefeated so far? And if you can take a step back, are you impressed with this?
I'm not going to take a step back.
Okay. But can you talk about, is there a common thread that can describe why this team is playing so well in these 14 games?
Like I said, I mean, we're worried about this series right now. I mean, sorry, I mean, we're just trying to just stay in the moment. But for the most part, you know, we just try to play hard and try to play smart every possession down. Can we do that? You know, we could play hard every possession, but can we play smart? That's the question sometimes. And so we're just trying to stay with it. We know this is far from over. We know how hard it is to, you know, be the best team in the league. So we got to just keep going, man. Keep our foot on the gas and keep getting better every day.
Kevin, I just want to ask you about your defensive night. I think 5 blocks, 3 steals. Just what you see, and was it because you were playing, you know, small ball center that kind of presented those opportunities?
Yeah, when Draymond went out, I just tried to do my best to help everybody out. You know, he's so good at just sniffing out plays before they happen. Excuse me, and so I just try to follow his lead with that. I learned so much from him throughout the season. But sorry, I'm just trying to play hard, man. I keep saying that. Just play hard every possession. I'm gonna make mistakes, but not get discouraged because guys make shots over me, or I gave up an and one the first play of the game. You know, so I just try to just keep my head up and think about the next play and just play hard for my teammates.
Jay on the left.
Jay down to ESPN. Draymond, what have you seen from Kevin and Steph in these first 2 games?
I see 2 guys who, you know, Steph I've been around for 5 years. K, who I've been a teammate now with for a year, but played against for 5 years. More locked in than I've ever seen either one of them in my life. Whether it was playing against him, other than when he put 52 up on my head.
54.
My fault. Shortchanger. You know, other than that, you know, when you got somebody doing you like that, it's just like a burning fire in their eye, and you know you don't stand a chance. But that's like the look that I see in him, you know, throughout this finals. And both of them, to me, it seemed like it's personal for both of them. And you know, you're talking to the greatest players that we got in this world, locked in the way they are. You know, that's why we're up 2-0. And, you know, they're, you know, 2 of our leaders, you know, that we follow. And with them playing like that, everybody has to be locked in when you got those 2 guys locked in like that. And so, you know, they continue to do that, which I have no doubt in my mind they will. You know, we'll continue to follow their lead.